This is the Oobleck or Non Newtonian fluid experiment. This has a lot of connections to the solid and liquid and gas units, and it can be used in tandem with oil and water experiments or in connection to English units where you read the Dr. Seuss book about Oobleck called Bartholomew and the Oobleck. You'll need water, an undetermined amount of water, can be as much or as little as you need to make your Oobleck the right consistency. You'll need either a plastic container or a glass container. It might be best if it's clear though, so you can see what's happening. It should also be long and flat. You also need cornstarch, this is the essential ingredient, and there's an optional food coloring, so you can make it a fun color. Okay. Step 1 is to add your cornstarch. Step 2 is to add your water. You can either use a spoon or you can just let your students or yourself mix it around with your hands. So by now your Oobleck should appear liquid at the top, but if you try and press on it, it should feel solid. But if you let your hand sink into it, you'll see how it feels more liquid. The less pressure you use, the better. But if you try and take it out all at once, your hand will come out sort of dry. It's very hard to move if you just press on it, but if you just sort of let your hand sink into it, you can move it around. You can also take out a chunk of it, push it together. You can tell your students how it feels really solid, and then just let it turn into mush in your hand. Overall, this is a really fun activity for kids to really get their hands dirty, and you can ask them to hit it and see how solid it feels, but then sink into it and feel how liquid it feels. So you can talk about solids, liquids, and gases. You can talk about force. You can talk about quicksand. There's a lot of educational opportunities in this experiment, even though it makes a little bit of a mess.